Hello, Mr. Sweetwater. I'm Jeremy Maxwell. We spoke earlier. Thanks for sitting down with us today.
My pleasure, Jeremy. You remind me of a student of mine, Bill Gibson. Real nice guy, but not a very good guitar player.
Well, that's too bad. Well, maybe with your tutelage, he'll improve. So are you ready to talk?
Yes.
All right.
Let's get going.
All right. I'm Jeremy Maxwell with UKGuitars.com, and this is Gear Review. Hey everybody, this is Jeremy Maxwell with UKGuitars.com, and today we have a very special gear review for you, our last one done in the States this season, and we're sitting down today with Hyrum Sweetwater, who tells us he's one of the world's foremost guitar masters. Is that right, Mr. Sweetwater?
Yes, that is correct.
To help some of our viewers who aren't familiar with your work, what musical genre are you best known for?
All genres.
All genres?
All genres, all styles.
Wow. So you'd be as comfortable sitting down to play with, say, Andrew Segovia as you would Eric Clapton or Chet Atkins?
Yes, I would. In fact, I played with all those men.
Really? I'm just curious then why you're not more widely known.
Jeremy, I'm what you might call a musician's musician. I'm very well known amongst the elite players of the world.
Well, but you never sought then wider fame with the general public.
I've never needed to. Fame has a funny way of seeking me out.
But, none of us here have really heard of you. I do know you do those online guitar lessons.
Jeremy, a wise man once said, true genius can be blinding. Understand? You could be looking right at it and not see it.
So you think people may have been blinded by your genius?
That's right. Or maybe deafened by it, seeing as I'm a musician.
It's pretty amazing. You think you'll eventually be ranked among the great masters?
Not among them. Above them.
Above them?
I am the world's greatest guitar player.
The greatest of all time?
Do you want to talk about my gear or not?
Oh yeah, sorry. So should we start with your acoustic guitars?
Sure, I've got it right here. Say hello to my main axe, Jezebel.
So I'm guessing Spanish made? Who is the maker, Ramirez?
No, this is a Haskell 550, American made, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
A Haskell? I've never heard of that maker.
Oh yeah, the Haskell brothers, Hank and Jimmy. They both came out of Leo Fender's shop in the late 50s. Now they're out of business, but they were pretty good, real innovators. This was the top acoustic model, the 550. In '62, this baby cost 115 bucks, and they threw in a pick. It's got to be worth twice that now. As you can see, the body is all wood. See, the 450 had a cardboard back, not one of Jimmy's better ideas.
Is that tape on the back?
Yeah, that's a strip of duct tape. After a couple years of faithful service, even a fine instrument like this can develop a crack or two. But there is no way I was going to part with old Jazz. You don't replace a guitar like this, you fix it.
But isn't it usually better to have the guitar repaired by a professional luthier?
Yeah, this is a Haskell's repair. Thank God they haven't gone under yet.
Oh yeah. What about electric guitars?
What about them?
Can you show us that one there?
Oh, sure. I was kind of a late bloomer when it came to electrics. Always preferred acoustics. You might say I was a bit of a snob. I went electric with Dylan at the Newport Folk Festival in '65.
Really? Well, that's truly amazing. So I see you have a '63 Fender Telecaster. Is that the actual guitar you played at Newport?
Oh no. Back then I played a Haskell Cosmoplaster.
A Cosmoplaster?
Yeah. They were exactly the same shape as a Telecaster, but the body was made out of plaster.
Plaster?
Yeah, that was Jimmy again. Very innovative, but those plaster bodies didn't hold up. I had 2 or 3 Cosmos come apart on me, right on stage, just disintegrated. Big chunks.
Wow, that would be inconvenient.
It was. Especially if a chunk landed on your foot.
So, when did you switch to Fender Telecasters?
After I destroyed about 5 or 6 Cosmos, I told Jimmy and Hank I'd had enough. No more plaster. Jimmy offered to build me a Strat copy out of concrete, but I said no thanks. I'm going with Fender, and that's the way it was.
So, did you ever consider any of the other great guitar makers? You know, Gibson, Martin, Gretsch?
Not really. I know those are all popular brands with the kids, but I like to keep things simple. When it comes to electric guitars, I play Fenders, and when it comes to acoustics, I'm a Haskell man. End of story.
All right then. Well, what about your amplifiers? I see you have an old Epiphone Galaxy Tube amp there. That's kind of a classic.
Yeah, I never use that anymore.
Why not?
It's too loud. Thing will make your ears bleed. I like a quieter amp.
Couldn't you just turn it down?
Very funny.
No, I'm serious.
So am I. The fact is, I found something better. It's a new amp I just came across, and I'm really excited about it.
Wow. What is that?
It's new from PostSonus. They call it the PostSonus Sweetwater 7.
And it's an amp?
It's not just an amp. This machine can really multitask. It's an amp, preamp, digital audio interface, and more. Look at all the knobs on this thing.
I've heard of PreSonus.
Not PreSonus, it's PostSonus.
Oh, well, I've never heard of them.
That's a new company. I think they're out of Maine. Listen to the sound on this thing. All right. Isn't that beautiful?
Yes, very nice.
And it's named after me, the Sweetwater 7.
So you said, and I see here that they've put your picture on the amp as well. Are you trying to slip in a paid endorsement here? Because we don't do that on Gear Review.
No, I just thought it was a great piece of gear, and I thought I'd share it with your audience.
All right then, well done. Well, that's all the time we have for today on Gear Review.
Excuse me, Jeremy.
Yes, Mr. Sweetwater?
Do you mind if I say just one more thing about this amp?
You're not going to make a paid endorsement speech, are you?
No!
Okay, go ahead.
I just wanted to say, in the competitive world of audio interfaces under $400, the PostSonus Sweetwater 7 is true to my vision. It's how an interface should be made, although they did miss a few
Mr. Sweetwater, please, no paid endorsements on our show.
But it's a great amp.
You know, I wouldn't be so sure about that. Can you feel the heat coming off this thing? It's really running hot.
That's normal. It's a tube amp.
This is not normal. You could burn yourself on this thing.
You're wrong. Here, let me show you one more feature on this amp. You see, it's also a toaster oven. I told you this thing can multitask.
Now that's just weird. I think we're done here, Mr. Sweetwater.
After a long night of playing the blues, nothing hits the spot like a cold beer and a piping hot potato baked in my PostSonus Sweetwater 7.
Mr. Sweetwater, I said no endorsement.
It's under $400. It's under $400.
Oh, Jeremy Maxwell.
Hey, who are you?
I'm Jeremy Maxwell. I'm Jeremy Maxwell. with UKGuitars.com, and this is Gear Review. I don't know why I'm doing that. I just feel like I have to do something that's... Is it running?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who are you?
I'm Jeremy Maxwell. Well, let's do it again.
Who are you?
I'm Jeremy Maxwell with UKGuitars.com, and this is Gear Review.
Why are you eating Chinese food?
These are batons, dumbass.
Good work.
Did we get everything?
Yeah.